All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel, and Happy New Year 2026. I wanted to do a quick video on the progress I made on the AMT white Freightliner. I had a chance to get some good work done on it last week, or actually this week. I want to show that to you guys. So I was able to get quite a bit of work done on the chassis. I got these front fenders done, or the rear drive axle fenders. I was able to get the fuel tanks done on both sides of the truck. Okay, and these chrome components here on the fender, those aren't painted. I did those out of bare metal foil. And same here with the strap for the fuel tank. That is chrome bare metal foil, and you're just using a nice sharp knife to trim away the foil after you apply it. You get a really nice effect there. I think it looks better than paint. So that is bare metal foil. These buckles, these latches, are bare metal foil as well. So I think that turned out really well. I've got the wheels, which were not easy to build. I'll show you why in a second. I got those assembled and onto the truck. And then here's the rear mud flaps. And again, these chrome elements up here were done with bare metal foil. So, made some good progress with that. Just wanted, for you guys that are actually thinking of building this kit, or maybe are currently building this kit, these rear wheels were not, these drive wheels, these tandem wheels were not easy to build. Actually quite a few pieces, and these rings, these flanges, these two right here, this is a chrome flange, round flange, almost like a beauty ring, and this is also a round flange. These, basically give the bead of the tire something to rest up against. They keep the tire on the wheel hub, basically, so that you need them, but getting them to stay onto the actual wheel hub, both the chrome one, which is the one that you see, and the interior one, the inner wheel, getting them to stay on there is not easy. I re-glued those so many times as I took the tires on and off, just for various reasons. Those rings would just pop right off. So just be ready for that. It's not very easy to get those to stay on, even using super glue. So that was a little bit frustrating, but I did get them on there, and I think the wheels look really good. It just was very, very time consuming, and it really tests your patience. Then I did they give you an option here. I did the baby moon cover, which is this one, and I think those look really sharp. So that was that. I also got the cab painted. This is just just a basic gloss white. And so far so good. Nothing's been sanded or polished on that. I just used, this Krylon. This is commercial indoor-outdoor paint over a primer. The primer was a gray Rust-Oleum, but this stuff worked great. And I think the cab so far looks pretty good. So now the hard part is going to get getting some of the red striping, and the roof is going to be red, and masking that off is going to be a challenge. So that's the next piece for the cab. Just to make it easier to paint, I just glued the cab to this handheld wood assembly, so I can hold it while I rotate it and hit it with the white paint. So I got that done. The chassis and was paint, and the fuel tanks and the fenders. The chassis, member from that last episode, has been flat. I've had I used a flat clear to tone that down, to get the gloss off of that, because this is a working truck and the chassis seems a lot of road grime. So that has been, you can see the difference. The fuel tanks and the fenders have not been hit with a flat clear. I don't think I'm going to. I might hit them a little bit, but quite a difference. But all of them were painted with the Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover, and that was apple red. So again, another commercial indoor-outdoor paint for wood, metal, plastic, and whatever. It's not that expensive either. It's cheaper than hobby paint, and you get a lot more in a can. Here's a sun visor that will eventually go right there. Also, I picked up these alligator clips at Hobby Lobby right in the plastic model aisle, right back by the paints, and they have a few other nice model building supplies. And these alligator clips have these, these soft rubber shoes on them that protect the part from those alligator teeth that can damage the part. These work great. I use these to hold, you see that drive shaft, and you see the sun visor. Those I clipped right in here, and then I was able to just hold this and rotate this while I painted those with the Rust-Oleum apple red. So I think I paid $5 for a pack of 3, and these really work great. So I highly suggest you think about getting these. Again, that was at Hobby Lobby right in the plastic model section by the paints and other hobby plastic model building supplies they have in that aisle. So that's where we are. Again, I've made some good progress this past week, and the engine is still just sitting in there loose. Fifth wheel, got the fifth wheel on there, and that's where we are. So the next step is going to be probably focusing on the cab and getting this taped off to do this red stripe. The black pin stripes are decals, so that's easy. And then you see the red up here. I think I'm going to give that a shot. Not looking forward to it. We're going to try to mask it off and see if we can pull it off. But that would be the next step. Is really all the focus is now on the cab. I think the chassis is basically complete. The interior is mostly complete. Just got a few pieces to put in there, like this steering wheel column and things like that. So anyways, that's where we are. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope it's helpful for you guys that are thinking of building this kit or are currently building this kit. I'm showing you some of the trials and tribulations that I'm going through as I build it. And that's going to do it for this video. And as always, thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.